Yo folks, ever had one of those days where everything's coming at you at once? Now imagine those everythings are, let's say, not ideal, right? Well, that's everyday life for our friends in Israel, which is why they invented the Iron Dome, a missile defense system so badass it makes Chuck Norris ask for cover. This is cutting-edge tech designed to intercept and neutralize rockets like a boss. Imagine a system so precise it can differentiate between a threat and a dud. That's the Iron Dome. It's like having a super-powered goalie who can catch a bullet mid-air. Except instead of a goalie, it's a network of radars, launchers, and missiles. And instead of a soccer ball, it's, well, this is real-life tech that's been saving lives and making headlines since it was deployed in 2011. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to take a deep dive into the world of the Iron Dome. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of how this thing actually, and trust me, it's fascinating stuff, we need a little history lesson. The Iron Dome wasn't just some random brainchild of a scientist who had too much time on their hands. It was born out of necessity, forged in the fires of, well, Israel's been dealing with rocket attacks since like forever. For years, they relied on shelters and warning sirens, which is about as effective as hiding under your desk during an earthquake. Enter the brilliant minds at Rafael Advanced Defense Systems. They knew they needed a system that was fast, accurate, and could handle a whole lot of incoming threats at once. And thus, the Iron Dome was born. Okay, so we know the Iron Dome exists, but how does this thing actually... Well, get ready for a crash course in Missile Defense 101. The Iron Dome is a complex system with a bunch of different parts that all work together. First, you got your radar system. This is the eye in the sky, constantly scanning for incoming threats. Then you have the Battle Management and Weapon Control Center, which is the brains of the operation. This is where all the data from the radar is analyzed and decisions are made about which threats to engage and how. And finally, you have the missile launchers themselves. These bad boys are loaded with interceptor missiles designed to take out incoming threats before they can do any damage. They're like the ninjas of the missile world, fast, silent, and deadly accurate. Now, I know what you're thinking. Trevor, this is all very impressive, but isn't it a bit, intense? And you're right, it is. But that doesn't mean we can't have a little fun with it. For example, did you know that each Iron Dome battery can protect an area of roughly 60 square miles? That's like the size of a small city. And speaking of expensive, did you know that each Iron Dome interceptor missile costs around $50,000? That's right, 50,000 bucks. But hey, at least it's effective, right? I mean, we're talking about a system with an interception rate of over 90%. Those are some pretty good odds. All jokes aside, the Iron Dome has had a profound impact on life in Israel. Before its deployment in 2011, living under the constant threat of rocket attacks was, to put it mildly, stressful. Imagine never knowing when the next siren was going to go off, forcing you to drop everything and run for cover. But with the Iron Dome in place, things have changed dramatically. People are able to go about their lives with a sense of normalcy that was previously unimaginable. Kids can play in the park, families can enjoy dinner outside, and nobody has to sleep in a bunker anymore. The Iron Dome has also had a significant economic impact. Before its deployment, businesses were constantly being disrupted by rocket attacks, tourism was down, and the cost of living was skyrocketing. But with the threat of attacks significantly reduced, the economy has been able to recover and thrive. So there you have it, folks. The Iron Dome. A testament to human ingenuity, a symbol of hope in a conflict-ridden region, and dare I say, a pretty cool piece of technology. It's a system that saved countless lives, brought a sense of security to millions, and proven that even in the face of adversity, we can overcome any challenge. But perhaps the most important lesson we can learn from the Iron Dome is that it's not just about the technology itself, but about the human spirit that drives it. It's about the scientists who work tirelessly to create it, the soldiers who operate it with unwavering dedication, and the people of Israel who inspire its existence every single day. The Iron Dome is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always light at the end of the tunnel.